think that what Michelle Carter did was assisted suicide. I am actually in favor of assisted suicide in situations where people have a terminal illness, they're in a lot of pain, those types of situations. Although I think it's something that really, really needs to be carefully legislated. I mean, you really kind of can't be too careful with something like assisted suicide. There are so many situations in which it could be exploited, so many situations in which people could be abused, that it's the kind of thing that needs all kinds of safeguards. But that's not what she did. What she did was convince someone to kill himself. She did that. It's very clear what her intention was. It's clear what her intention was. Her intention was for him to die. She had a method. She was very persistent about it. He wasn't sure it was something he wanted to do, but she convinced him to do it, even at the last minute. This subject. I mean, for me, it's difficult for me. It's difficult for me to have any kind of sympathy for her at all. But I guess my feeling about it is, if she was not of age, if she was not of adult age when he died, then she should not be tried as an adult. That's my feeling about it. Whatever it is they're going to charge her with, and I think they certainly should charge her with something. If she was not of adult age when he died, they should not be charging her as an adult. She seems to be a pretty advanced sociopath for somebody her age. And I think psychology has tended to decide that there's not much you can do for a sociopath except try to stop them from hurting people. Although, psychology also makes other types of pronouncements over people, which can be pretty final when they really shouldn't be final. I think she's someone who needs a lot of help. Let's put it that way. All the things that people write to me at my blog. You need help, lady. You need help, lady. She certainly needs it. Whatever can possibly be done for someone who is as very sick as she is as a person. That's what ought to be done. And I think there needs to be some sort of legal punishment for what she did, because she's pretty hardened. She's pretty hardened for a teenager. And what she did was lethal. He's dead. He died, and it's very clear that was what her intent was. And it also seems like she had another goal, which was to get attention for it. Maybe she was, now this obviously is just conjecture, but maybe she was someone who would have liked to get a lot of publicity for something. Maybe she thought about things like acting, or just to try to get that kind of attention. But then found as a person that she was so incapable of having deep emotions or expressing deep emotions, that she really, whatever did she ever try to do along those lines, if she ever did, probably met with total failure. And so she thought of this other way to get some kind of attention. I mean, she was pretending to his family that she didn't know what happened. She was posting things online, talking about suicide. I know it's so tragic, and she's a pathological liar. And what's also interesting to me about this is that the conglomerate has not taken this case as a message that the conglomerate should stop acting like it's normal to bully people to death. I've had many times of feeling like my life was really not worth living anymore because of what the conglomerate has done to me. The conglomerate never cares, right? It will bully me to death if I let it. And it's interesting how much publicity this particular case has not gotten by the media, which has been bullying me towards suicide for 6 years.